The third gathering of the Community of Latin American and Caribbean States wrapped up in San Jose, Costa Rica. The meeting was intended to focus on inequality, but two Caribbean islands and their relationship with the U.S. turned out to be the real hot topics at the summit. CCTV's Nitza Soledad Perez reports.
Cuba was a big headliner in this third gathering of the Community of Latin American and Caribbean States. President Castro welcomed the announcement of the restoration of diplomacy between Cuba and the U.S., though had a strong warning.
As I have stated repeatedly, Cuba and the United States must learn the art of civilized coexistence, based on respect for the differences between the two governments. However, in order for this to occur, Cuba should not be expected to give up its ideals of independence and social justice.
Most leaders of the continent spoke in support of an end to the embargo to Cuba, insisting that it is time for its elimination.
It is a crime. What they call an embargo is a criminal persecution against Cuba, which has a right to be independent, to be free.
I wish Obama would go to the Summit of the Americas in Panama with the news that the embargo has ended. Only then would we believe it.
Another moment that sparked controversy during this two-day summit was a break of protocol by President Ortega of Nicaragua when he allowed Puerto Rico's pro-independence leader, Rubén Berríos, to address the forum. Poverty reduction was a main issue in agenda for these leaders, and there is a reason why. There has been an increase in extreme poverty by 12% in the region. Of the 623 million inhabitants of Latin America and the Caribbean, 167 million of them are poor, and 71 million of those extremely poor. These leaders plan to keep bringing foreign investment and more fiscal discipline to address the high levels of inequality.
We need to work together and not ignore the level of political and administrative corruption that is present in the region. The rise of inequality deepens the crisis of legitimacy, which causes our democracy to suffer.
This summit concluded with a political declaration and other resolutions, among the most notable repudiation to the U.S. sanctions against Venezuela, support for the return of the Falklands to Argentina, as well as support for the decolonization of Puerto Rico, a territory of the United States. Now the temporary presidency of CELAC moves to Ecuador, where poverty reduction will still be a priority. Nitza, Soledad, Perez, CCTV, Costa Rica.